Good Lord, that really is. Oh my God, that's almost
comfortably warm.
Too hot.
But sometimes we wake up in fairly average places, and other times Alison works wonders and finds us a nice park up in the middle of nowhere where it's pitch black, and this is what you've got on your doorstep. It's quite early hours in the morning, it's still not even 9 o'clock, and I'm actually wandering to go and find Alison with our breakfast, because sometimes she finds really nice places to sit in her breakfast.
Good morning.
This is lovely. Oh, look at this. I was just saying, you've...
happy place.
What's that?
Wife is in her happy place.
Yeah, you've knocked this out of the park. And I think this is where we're going to spend the day. Before we actually head to where we meant to head to for this week. Something tells me we're going to be going for an early swim. Possibly go doing a bit more snorkeling later. If you saw a video, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we discovered the wonders of snorkeling. This is perfect for it.
This looks perfect for anything.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to be blunt. I don't know what we're going to record over the next day, 2 days, week. Because this is going to be a hard one, I think, to pull us away from. This looks lovely. That's breakfast mostly done. Mostly still got a little bit of coffee to go. To explain where we are, by the way. So this is Playa de Carolina, which is right on the southern border of the Murcia region. Yes, we're back in Murcia again.
Briefly.
I got to be honest, there's 2 beach areas. There's this one here, and then there's another one over the far side there. Sorry, I'm waving my coffee in front of the thing.
That's Playa de Carolina.
I
can't think what this one is.
Playa de Carolina and other Playa down there.
Beach.
A lot of motorhomes at the other end though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just while we came down the bottom half.
Like sardines.
Yeah.
Far too people to park up there last night.
Yeah. Not that we're antisocial, just that we are actually
We're antisocial.
Yeah. Anyway, enough waffling. Then what we'll do is get sorted and go and have an early morning dip.
Oh yes indeed.
How clear is this water?
Stupidly clear.
That's just amazing, look at it.
Who needs a snorkel to see these amazing fish on the bottom?
Oh no, that's ridiculous. It's so clear. By the way, forgot to mention, we might be in the middle of nowhere, but there's actually 2 restaurants here as well.
There is, yes.
We haven't seen the prices, but we'll have to maybe check it out for a bit later.
Sidetracked by that enormous fish by my feet.
There are some massive fish in here. I think this afternoon we might have to get the snorkels out again.
Oh, I think that's a definite must. You're going to have a chomp on my feet.
Well, we're changed and we're ready to go snorkeling.
What?
Got your earplugs in, have you, darling? I said we're changed and we're ready to go snorkeling.
We are, yes.
Yeah. Come on. What a lovely day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, by the way, not today.
Today's going to be a warm one again.
Yeah, it's going to be really hot. We're up quite early this morning because if you look, the car park's already starting to get quite full. Look at that sea down there, sorry.
I know, that looks
fabulous. Really lovely. And that's kind of the theme of yesterday, to be fair. It's really nice. The sea was beautiful, very peoply.
Oh, horrendously peoply.
But it got a really nice vibe. Anyway, plan today is we're gonna get sorted, leave here before this car park gets so busy again that we can't get out. And then we're heading back north, back towards an area we featured in a video a couple of weeks ago, Marmanor. Mainly because we know there's a park an air with all the facilities we need and a laundrette, and it's about halfway between here and our next stop, which is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Torrevieja.
Indeed.
You really want to go and see what Torrevieja is all about?
I want to see the pink lake at Torrevieja with all the
flamingos.
Yeah, I was going to say ostriches.
All the ostriches.
All the ostriches.
So we're going to go and see the
ostriches.
ostrich lake in Torrevieja and kind of go from there. And by the way, for the eagle-eyed people, yes, I am wearing the same shirt as I was wearing yesterday. And the reality is that I hardly wore this yesterday, did I? Because it was so lovely, so warm. Spent a lot of day in and out of the sea.
Yeah.
Like proper beach bums. So
until I got freaked out by the children swimming with their snorkels and just suddenly appearing in front of me and me going, what the hell's that? And then almost getting hit on the head by a kayak.
yeah.
That was kind of a downer for the day. I think I was done at that point.
Yeah, it was a bit peeply, like I said. And
We were out
crowded.
quite a way at that point. I was not expecting to get hit in the head by a kayak.
no.
Especially wearing a bright pink top. Not like you couldn't see me.
No.
Just saying. Sorry, peoples. Having a moan. Come on. Let's go.
Let's go. Good morning. It's actually 2 mornings later. We've come to the park up. This is it. It's actually really quite interesting because this is, sorry, looking up at the ceiling here, it's actually an old abandoned bus station.
Yeah.
And most of the parking's used for motorhomes. There's service points, everything here. But this is like an art centre or something.
Yeah.
To be fair, we thought it was squatters.
We did.
Yeah.
Squatters with very good artistic skills.
Yeah, but it's an art centre now, so sorry for calling you squatters.
But people do still stay there,
By
don't
the
they?
way, more important, yesterday. So yesterday, you may have noticed, by the way, I have a clean shirt on this morning, because yesterday I was forced to take off my old shirt that had to go in off because we did a load of laundry washing and cleaning the bed stuff and everything. Additionally, we cleaned Percie.
Yeah,
Percie
bless
is
her,
no
she looks a little
longer
bit better.
A dusty, sandy mess that she was. Today, though, we're not going to be relaxing. We're heading slightly north of here to, I think we mentioned already, a place called Torrevieja. And yeah, it's like kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Anticipation, hesitation.
Yeah, that sort of thing about it. Because, look, if you've ever seen our Benidorm video, we're not the biggest fans of Benidorm. Understand it, and understand why people want to go there. But for us, that likes quiet, tiny little villages and serene, quiet places in nature, Benidorm is, yeah. But first up, we need to empty out, fill up with water, hit the road and get there. And we'll see you there in about an hour or so. Welcome to Torrevieja. And first impressions is, oh dear God, this is busy. So just to explain, we're parked in here and we're going to do this as quickly as we can and probably in about 2 or 3 parts, because parking here is blooming expensive. Nearly €4 an hour to park.
Yeah.
So we're going to quickly see the port and the seafront. Here's the seafront. Look at all of those people. Look at all those umbrellas.
That's insane.
That's madness. And we've been seeing beaches all the way along the front here, and they're all the same, aren't they? Absolutely rammed.
English breakfast €7.
That's not terrible.
No.
Not terrible. This is terrible. And that doesn't look like a big plate of patatas bravas.
No.
And a litre jug of sangria for 20 bloody euros. You can buy a litre of flipping sangria for €1. To be fair, the prices thing here is one of the reasons I've been a bit about coming here. I don't know if I explained it properly earlier. But basically, this is famous for people that live in Spain as expat central, or British expat central. It's basically like Little Britain, isn't it? Here, apparently. But I say apparent because we've never been here. We've driven past it. We've never actually been into the town, and we always wanted to come and see it just to see what it was really like. There's a lot of boats.
That's a huge amount of boats.
That's massive. And this is the thing. Owning a boat isn't cheap.
No.
We know that. To buy them is not cheap, and then to pay the cost of maintaining and looking after one and parking it up, is huge. The thing that gets me is, that tells me there's a lot of people with a lot of surplus money.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Cool, blimey. It's all about not affording it. Gonna walk up here. Hold on. Can you see over the far side there?
The 2 sister ships.
Are they sister ships?
They look the same.
This is more our speed. A fixer-upper.
I was going to say it's probably more our budget.
There's a fixer-upper, that one.
Gonna
Look
need
at
a
it.
bigger boat.
Gonna need less holes, that's for sure. This looks pretty though.
This is very Valencia.
Isn't it just? With the covered seating area. Yeah, that's lovely actually. Something else I got to say about here.
What's that?
I expected it to be busier.
Yeah.
I expected more peoples.
Well, that's because they're all on the beach and in the sea, darling.
Oh, true. I was a bit concerned they're all still in the hotel rooms getting over the hangover from last night. No, but all joking aside, I genuinely expected it to be a lot busier here. What's up?
It's a big tub.
What's up?
So this building here.
This one here with the flag?
The Society Cultural Casino de Torrevieja.
Yeah.
And the front of that is really gorgeous. It's Moroccan or Moorish, like metal fretwork, but because they've got the bloody blinds down, you can't see it.
Oh. This is a bit special.
Isn't it?
This seems to be just a bar. Or
Yeah,
primary
it's
use
kind
as
of
a bar.
social club.
They've got all this artwork for sale, but
Yeah, it's an exhibition.
it's a bit special. The roof's pretty spectacular.
The whole thing is just
The front door is spectacular.
The front door actually reminds me of the stuff from the Titanic.
Yeah, I don't know if I know the Titanic, but hey, I saw the movie.
You don't know the Titanic?
No, what it looked like inside. I just know from the movie.
Lots of wood and glass and cherubs and things.
Through there looks interesting.
That's proper Moorish.
Okay, let's go and have a look. We dash back to Percie. And the reason we dash back to Percie, and probably the reason you guys may not be able to hear Alison particularly well, is
Because I'm an idiot.
we were at that building and we got outside and I was like, where's your mic, Alison? And you said, what? I definitely put it on and it wasn't there anymore. It had gone. So we've just dashed around the streets of Torrevieja looking like a pair of complete numpties. to find out that Alison had forgotten it. It was on the table.
I put it on, then I took it off to switch it on and must have put it back down there while I put the bag on and then forgot to put it back on.
Torrevieja, take 2. This is a bit like deja vu. I feel like we've been here before though.
We have. Well, kind of. We went that way and then back round and then up here.
Yeah. Right, we won't bore you with the walk back there. We'll get back to where we were and start afresh. And now Alison's got her mic up and running. What's your first comment?
What about the price of the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same as the 2 that were parked over there. 6.75 million each.
Yeah. So the cheapest thing on here is one of these flightboard air things for $6.5 grand. It's probably about all we could afford in that window.
Turn left. There's an helado place. I'm sure they must have granizada.
You want to see if we can get a granizado for the walk, yeah? To be fair, although it's only 29 today, it's supposed to be like 80+% humidity, so it's really warm.
Oh, lots of flavours.
So I don't blame you. What's that like? Yeah.
Contajeta, por favor.
That goes to show you the value of those granizados in Cartagena.
Yeah. They were €2 for this size, and that was $3.50.
Yeah.
Please excuse Google.
The directions, we're trying to work our way to somewhere because
Yeah.
although we would normally just wander, to be blunt, parking's so expensive here, we're just going to follow Google Maps here and get to what we want to see as quickly as possible. But yeah, nearly double the price, and I've got to be honest with you, it's not a patch on.
No.
It's okay, it's nice. It's
nice.
They were phenomenal for half the price. Cost of tourism.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to try and wield the camera and a granizada at the same time because you've actually arrived at one of the things we wanted to come and see today, which is not necessarily this park, although the yellow park is quite interesting, pretty,
Colourblind.
but the chapel. Is that a chapel?
Cathedral.
Cathedral. I don't know if there's an open door.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll be able to take the granizadas in.
No, we best sit down and drink the granizadas first then. I definitely think I picked the wrong one.
Ah, well.
It's not actually all that nice. Yours is lovely though.
I've offered to swap.
No, I made my
I
selection.
don't mind that.
I live with it.
I think it's quite nice, but...
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
It's...
Just swap and stop complaining. Love you.
Anyway, enough messing around with granizados. Let's go and see this cathedral. That's... looks very modern to me again. Looks like a reconstruction job, don't you think?
Yep.
There's definitely a door open on either side, so hopefully we can go in.
Well, take your pick which door you
I
want.
don't honestly know if I like that or not. Is that nice? This is going to sound weird.
What?
And I think it's because we've been spoiled
We have.
by the
Symmetrical.
religious buildings and churches that we've seen.
We have.
It seems very... considering what we're looking at, it seems quite plain.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at what?
Look at that organ.
That's a very impressive organ, yes, darling.
It looks kind of Art Deco.
Yeah,
I like it.
the whole thing's got that kind of feel to it, hasn't it?
Perhaps this was
Quite
built in the
modern.
20s.
Quite new.
Or revamped in the 20s.
Well, that was, yeah, very modern. I don't know how I feel about it, and I think this is going to kind of sum up my feelings so far on Torrevieja. Is if you're looking for traditional Spain and a bit of history and everything else, this is definitely not the place to come.
This is the old town.
It's the same as Benidorm. It's if you're looking for just a pure holiday resort where you can come, enjoy the beach, have a few drinks, have some nice food, enjoy the beautiful weather.
Yeah.
I think this is spot on. Plus the fact, being blunt, it seems like so many people speak English around here. It's almost like the main language of this place.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you follow this channel, you know we're not really into modern places quite so much. We like the old stuff because we're old stuff. Right, I think we've seen about all we want to see of this part of Torrevieja anyway. Going to head back to Percie and head on to the next point of call.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say without coming across rude.
Don't be a negative Nancy.
No, I'm not being negative. We always, as we always say, each to their own. Yeah? Everyone's entitled to live their life the way they want to live it. This is not how we would want to live our life here.
No.
It's geared up for tourism, it's geared up for food, drink, and just generally a good time. You know, in that sort of sense. Which unfortunately for us isn't a good time.
But it has got a beautiful marina.
Yes, yeah, beautiful marina with lots of very pretty boats because we do like the sea and the water.
Oh, look!
Sorry, what have you gone off? Oh, what is it?
A statue of some description.
Okay. What is that? It looks like it's just covered in rubbish.
Is it? Or is
Bits
it?
of net and stuff.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps they're supposed to be the resemblances of fishermen
Yeah,
with
maybe.
nets.
But anyway, what was I saying?
Oh, I can't remember. I got sidetracked by the
statue.
the statue.
So, in short, what I'm trying to say is it is a tourist resort, but we believe heavily influenced by expats, people that live full time as residents in Spain.
I have to say the majority of languages that I've heard this morning have been English and French.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually heard one Spanish accent or
No.
person speaking Spanish,
No, not at all.
apart from the lady that served us the granizado.
Yeah. It's bizarre. It doesn't feel like we're in Spain. Just feels. This could genuinely be, if it wasn't for the weather, because it's not raining, this could genuinely be a UK seaside resort. It's kind of got that feel to it.
Yeah.
However, we're back at the car park and talking about can't afford.
Yeah.
We now need to go and find out how much this parking is going to cost us. I dread to think. Hi.
Hi.
I'm shocked actually.
Go on then.
$7.50. It could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse. So it was almost 2 hours then.
Yeah.
Come on then, because we're all shut up and we're overheating.
Come on then, right, hit the road. Okay. Right, we're now at the next stop. Just lock things up. I just realised we were a lot close. Sorry, when we pulled in, it was like, yeah, we're very close to that tree. It's got a bit of a wonk on, hasn't it?
Got a bit of a camber to it.
Yeah, but it was the only space we could find big enough. So,
Yep.
But we've come to see this. And what's this?
This is called the Nations Park.
The Nations Park in Torrevieja.
Yeah.
And it's three of us, by the way. Bart's coming for a walk, aren't you, Bart? If you saw the video a couple of weeks ago when we had a bit of a problem with poor old Bart, bless him, when he had his attack. And he was wobbling all over the show. He's proper back on his feet now, isn't he?
He's
Proper
still a bit wobbly. As long as he doesn't move his
Yeah.
head around too much, he's
But
all right.
he's able to trot around.
Come on.
and finally able to come on these walks with us. Ah, here's an entrance to the park.
Does it say no dogs?
It doesn't say, there's no signs about no dogs.
Awesome.
You walk in, see if anyone shouts at you.
No, no one's shouting. I can hear them, but I can't see them.
Yeah.
I can see pigeons.
That noise you can hear up in these trees, and I'm sure you can hear it.
There they are. There's two kids then, right up the
little
top.
green parakeets up in these trees somewhere. That was a lovely park.
It was a very lovely park.
And it was very nice for Bart actually, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Because it's been about a week or so since we've been able to get him out and about and have a proper walk.
Properly, yeah. He's had little bits and pieces. He's been getting slightly better
Yeah.
each day, but yeah.
But he does love animals. He does love interacting
He
with
really does.
any type of animal. He thinks is his best friend.
His
To be
favourite
fair,
are
he
rabbits
thinks
and
any
dagoos, aren't
humans,
they?
any animals,
Oh,
birds,
God,
whatever.
yes.
Everyone's just his friend. Right, let's get back in the motorhome. Then we've got one last stop for here before we move on to tonight's park up.
Pink Lake, Pink Lake, Pink Lake.
Do you wonder where we're going? We're at the next stop, and first things first, to explain one of the things Torrevieja is famous for, and this is probably not the best example because they all look a little different, don't they?
Yeah.
She's not quite what I expected here.
No.
But the thing is that one of the things Torrevieja is famous for is these urbanisations, or what we would probably call in the UK housing estates.
Yeah.
And they're built so that it's just like rows upon rows upon rows of the same house, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you just buy one. And you've got all of these neighbours are like English people, and they've got English shops and English pubs all in these little estates.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to come here and you're just interested in living a very similar life to you lived in the UK, but being blunt, with a lot nicer weather and a lot more chilled attitude, I can think of no better place to do it than here.
Yeah.
But the other thing we've come here for, and this is why we're now stomping through the undergrowth, is to come through here and find this pink lake, which is over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned that the reeds are quite high.
Yeah,
this is obviously supposed to be
see this, are
the
we?
viewpoint. Oopsie. No, it goes through.
Does it?
Yeah, it's dry.
Okay. It definitely gets us to the edge of the lake anyway.
It does, and it does look pink in a few places. I think it's where it's shallower.
Yeah.
It looks pinker.
Oh,
It looks really pink over there.
funny smell.
That'll be the mud and the salt. Careful.
But, oh, actually, when you get close, you can actually see
It is very pink.
that is actually really quite pink.
Earwigan.
Yeah.
I just heard them say over there, in English but with an accent to the English people, it's very hot. It's better if you go further in.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that this is probably a warm lake, not a cold lake.
Right. Okay, so you're gonna...
Well, because if you look, it's got, here look, I don't know if you can see that.
Let's go on.
It looks like fresh water almost bubbling up.
Ooh, do you think this is thermal? What?
You were shitting me.
I'm not shitting you, what? Do I
Seriously,
put my hand in?
put your hand in it. That's hotter than a bath.
Oh my God, that's actually...
That's really warm.
That's insanely warm.
Oh, Bobby, I want to go and get my swimmies on.
So you may notice a slight change, not in me, but Alison. So basically, we want to go and give this a shot. Everyone seems to be wading into it, don't they?
Well, you're not allowed to swim in it, but you are allowed to mess about in the mud. The mud is meant to be really, really good for your skin.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Alison's gone back and got changed, haven't you?
I'll just put some shorts
taken
on.
a long-legged dungarees off and gone with shorts. God, it does look really pink all of a sudden. Right, flip-flops off
Come on then.
Ooh.
Good Lord, that really is. Oh my God, that's almost
uncomfortably warm, isn't it?
too hot. Oh my God, but look how much how the colour changes.
That's mad.
God,
That is really hot.
blimey.
Oh. That is actually quite uncomfortable. That's so warm.
That is incredibly warm. What's that? But the floor is really hard.
Yeah,
Like
I thought
this
it was
bit
going to be
is-
squishier.
Yeah, I think this bit has obviously been dried out.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, look at your feet. Look how pink that looks.
Well, definitely expected it to be a bit muddier on the bottom, that's for sure.
Yeah, but look.
But what? Are you going to dig up a load of mud, are you?
I don't think so from how it feels.
What do you mean? Oh my God, it's salt.
No, I'm digging up a load of salt.
So we're stood on a big old thick layer of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Colour me impressed.
Science girls,
phenomenal.
absolutely mind blown. How cool is that?
That is awesome. Well, didn't expect that.
Nope.
I thought we were
Definitely
just
not.
coming to see a lake, not get in there and find it stupidly hot. And in basically the entire bottom of that lake, I think, is salt.
Yeah, I think so. Well, the bits that have clearly been dried, and yep, try picking your feet up.
Say that again without having a trip.
The parts that have been dried, kind of like this, and then the water's flooded back onto it again, they are most definitely layers of salt crystals.
We've made it down to the beach. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Yeah, we've actually come out a little bit earlier this morning to bring the doggies for a walk. Unfortunately, they're not allowed on the beach.
No.
It does clearly say no dogs. But look, I mean, the general gist is now we're going to get packed up, hit the road. We're actually now starting the journey back home to Percie. But there is one last stop this week we want to do on our way there.
Yes, indeed.
So let's get that sorted and, well, we'll see you probably when we get there.
Absolutely.
We've made it to our final location of the day, which is in the hills behind Alicante. We nearly never made it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Google Maps, who
Bloody Google.
took us on one of her wonderful shortcuts. And the road just suddenly ended, didn't he? And it was just a complete gravel path. And a guy in I think it was a Chrysler Voyager, like a people carrier thing, was coming back the opposite direction, said to us, "Oh, be careful, we've had to turn around because the bridge is too small."
Bridge.
And that was we would never get over it. So eventually we got out, we turned around and got hit.
Alison directed us old school.
Yeah, via map. Something very different.
Well, the people kind of liken it to the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona.
Oh, the big famous
Yeah, the big
chapel made
basilica.
by somebody that's not finished yet, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one is at least finished.
But to be bumpy, we've just had a sneaky go farther in there.
Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't.
I do, because I
didn't
paid
have
the
one.
bill. $2.50, by the way, each.
Yeah.
Because you weren't overly impressed with yours, were you?
No, it didn't really have that power punched taste.
But now we go in the castle.
Good price though.
On face value, there doesn't seem to be a lot left of this, apart from kind of outside walls and these two tower things, which you clearly can't go in anymore.
Oh, I saw the steps going up and thought you could get in. Well, that's the Muslim.
I was about
Islamic
to turn
tower.
around and say that at least we can go in the towers and install the doors, but there's a bridgey thing over here.
Yeah, there's.
That might be a bit
Yeah,
more successful. What do you reckon?
I reckon there's a door shut.
Well, you know what you reckon.
Hey,
I
I'm
reckon
wrong.
you is wrong.
Whoop whoop. We recommend walking carefully to avoid possible falls. Clumsy husband.
So you reckon that sign's just for me?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so it's a room. It's a
Stairs.
room with stairs in the corner. I didn't notice that it's so dark in here.
But look, it's triangular. Oh.
Yeah, can I just say something?
Yes.
Really impressed with this camera.
What with the low light stuff?
Yeah.
Good.
At least we can actually show these places off rather than just having completely unusable footage.
Note to self, don't look up and then start to spin when you've just moaned at your husband or made a joke about your husband being clumsy, because you then trip over.
Should we go back and read that sign again just for you?
No.
Shall we?
No.
Can we?
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go. These are very narrow. So that's another room of the same.
Another big triangular room. God, that's a lot of stairs. When we said we were coming to this century and castle to finish this week off, I didn't realise this is what we were going to be doing.
No.
What are you doing?
I'm just going to sit here for a minute. I'll be up in a second.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay. That's a lot of stairs.
That's a lot of stairs.
Oh.
Oh, good view though.
Mm.
Get to see this big old train track bridge thing.
Yeah.
We've been watching when we sat in a drink, we watched the big old fast trains. Actually, here comes one now.
Ah,
Big old
perfect
fast
timing.
trains flying down the tracks. Well, good way of finishing the day. Good way of finishing the week, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think now what we've got to do is we get back to Percie. I think we're going to spend the night here probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will be nicely lit up in the evening. That would be nice.
Yeah, I hope so.
And then tomorrow we drive back to Percie to catch the end of Fiesta Week and start the final preparations for the big 2-year trip to Turkey.
Yeah.
Both exciting and a bit what we've forgotten.
Yeah. Well, if we've forgotten stuff, that'll be too late, won't
Yeah,
it? So.
yeah, we're getting to that point now. But look, thank you so much for joining this week. If you have got to this point, please do take the time, if you can, to hit that like button, add a comment. It really will help this channel.
It does.
But with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Take care.
Take
See you
care.
next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.